Okay, so picture this. You've got two giants. In one corner, you have Disney, a 100-year-old company that is famous or maybe infamous for fiercely protecting its characters. And in the other corner, you have Character.AI, this massively popular platform where anyone can create a chatbot of, well, pretty much anyone, including, you guessed it, Mickey Mouse. So when these two worlds finally collided, it wasn't exactly a magical fairy tale moment. No, it was a full-blown legal firestorm.
And it all really boils down to this one question, doesn't it? In this new world of AI where we can talk to anything, what happens when that anything is Mickey Mouse? We're talking about one of the most protected pieces of intellectual property on the entire planet. And this wasn't some hypothetical what-if scenario. No, this question was the actual fuse that lit a massive legal and ethical battle.
And Disney's reaction? Oh, they didn't waste a second. The moment these AI chatbots started popping up impersonating their characters, they didn't just notice, they sent in the lawyers. And this wasn't just some warning letter. It was a major cease and desist, basically a huge shot fired across the bow of the entire tech industry. Right, so to really get why Disney reacted so strongly, we have to understand the platform that started it all. So let's dive in and meet Character.AI, a place that's been called the Wild West of AI companions. Here's the core concept of what these AI companions are. They're basically chatbots that are generated by users to talk like real people, fictional heroes, or totally new characters. And the key thing to remember is that Character.AI itself doesn't make these bots. The users do. The platform just gives everybody the tools to create an AI version of anyone they can imagine, which has created this sprawling, kind of chaotic, and totally unpredictable universe of personalities. And the scope here is just massive. I mean, you can jump on and debate rocket science with an AI version of Elon Musk. You can practice spells with an AI Hermione Granger, or just chat with millions of other characters that the community has created. It's like this virtually endless library of personalities you can interact with. It's wild. But, and this is a really big but, here's the crucial and frankly sometimes dangerous part. Because these chatbots are all user-generated, they can be completely unfiltered. This has actually led to some incredibly serious situations, including one tragic lawsuit where a family alleged a chatbot gave their son very harmful advice. And it's this exact lack of control that put Character.AI directly in Disney's crosshairs. Which leads us straight to the cease and desist. This is the legal document that really sent shockwaves through the AI world. So let's break down exactly what Disney was demanding and why their words carried so much weight. At its heart, this is a fundamental clash of values. I mean, look at this. On one hand, you have the Disney brand, built over decades with tight control, a family-friendly image, and just enormous global goodwill. And on the other hand, you've got Character.AI's platform, which is all about being open, user-generated, and unfiltered, with millions of chatbots running free. It really was a collision that was just waiting to happen. Disney's lawyers, let me tell you, they did not mince words. Their very first accusation was just blatant copyright infringement. They claimed Character.AI was, and I'm quoting here, free writing off the goodwill of Disney's famous marks and brands, and blatantly infringing Disney's copyrights. In other words, they were saying, hey, you're profiting off the fame of our characters without our permission. But it wasn't just about copyright. It was about protecting their brand. The letter went on to say that these chatbots could be, quote, harmful and dangerous, and that they were causing, quote, extraordinarily damaging harm to the family-friendly reputation that Disney has spent 100 years building. Now that was the real fear. So Disney's case really boils down to two main pillars. First, pretty simple. Using their characters without permission is copyright infringement. But the second and arguably more important point was this. Associating those beloved characters with potentially harmful, unfiltered stuff is brand destruction. Now, it's important to understand that this cease and desist letter isn't just about one company. It's really a single battle in a much larger war that's being fought over the future of artificial intelligence and intellectual property. Let's talk about it. And this is the crucial takeaway. The outcome of cases like this is going to set the rules for everybody. We're talking artists, writers, musicians, filmmakers, literally anyone who creates something original. How we handle an AI impersonating Mickey Mouse today is absolutely going to determine how we handle AI generating new art, new music, and new stories tomorrow. So, did Character.AI listen after Disney drew this very clear line in the sand? What actually changed on the platform? Let's get into the aftermath. Well, the platform's response was swift, but it was also pretty selective. As you can see right here,
The core Disney characters like Mickey and Donald Duck, they just disappeared. No search results. The same went for huge franchise players like Captain America and Luke Skywalker. But interestingly, other Disney-owned properties like Percy Jackson and Hannah Montana, well, they were still searchable. It really seems like they made a targeted removal of their most valuable, high-profile characters first.
So while not every single Disney character was scrubbed from the site, the message was definitely received loud and clear. This was a warning shot, and it wasn't just fired at Character.AI. It was aimed at the entire generative AI industry, saying, "We will enforce our intellectual property rights." This whole episode leaves us with a really fascinating and incredibly complex question. When an AI can perfectly mimic a character's personality, who actually owns it? Is it the company that created the character, the platform that hosts the AI? Or is it the user who brings that personality to life with a prompt? The battle between Disney and Character.AI might be over for now, but this bigger debate over who owns a personality in the age of AI, that is just getting started.